More and more, it seems the cost of subscriptions is going up. And while they may seem small individually, they can add up to hundreds of dollars a month.
I don't know whether it's fraudulent, but it's certainly misleading, because if their terms and conditions say that they will give you at least 2 weeks' notice.
Elon Musk says X will soon cost you monthly, saying it has lost 60% in ad sales here in the U.S.
The music and podcast giant Spotify is raising its prices for its 200 million subscribers for the first time in over a decade.
You don't own your life anymore. You rent it. From the apps on your phone to the car in your driveway, corporations have weaponized convenience to trap you in a never-ending cycle of payments. This isn't innovation. It's financial strip mining, a $1.4 trillion global industry built to turn your basic needs into forever fees. In this relentless expose, we'll dismantle the subscription economy's gears, how it starves your wallet, manipulates your psychology, and resurrects feudalism for the digital age. No mercy, no spin, just the unvarnished truth. Subscriptions are not a sign of convenience. They're a symptom of a society bleeding us one micropayment at a time. From the first mail-order record clubs of the 1950s to today's auto-billing everything, recurring fees have thrived on inertia, opacity, and a culture of endless rent-seeking. In this deep dive, we'll expose how the subscription economy mirrors history's most exploitative monopolies, why its rise is hollowing out household wealth, and what it says about our failure to build an economy rooted in ownership instead of perpetual leasing. Here is the scale of the damage. The average American now juggles 5.4 paid subscriptions and shells out more than $1,000 every year just to keep digital lights on. A 2025 Bango survey found that 1 in 4 United States households spends over $100 every single month on recurring services, double the share in 2021. That is a stealth tax of $1.2 trillion across 120 million households, enough to wipe out all United States credit card debt and fully fund universal pre-K. In the United Kingdom, a typical household now spends close to £80 each month on streaming, cloud storage, and app subscriptions, almost the same as an annual television license fee compressed into 30 days. Ofcom reports that 1 in 3 British viewers pays for at least 3 separate video platforms, and Sky has nudged consumers toward rolling contract boost bundles that quietly climb by £2 here and £3 there. Add rising broadband costs from providers like BT and Virgin, and subscription creep is fast becoming a new household bill. Streaming costs illustrate the broader pattern. The so-called streamflation of 2023 to 2024 pushed the average ad-free video plan up 42%, even as original content output fell. Bank of America data show streaming spending has skyrocketed 70% since 2021, and nearly 60% of viewers now report subscription fatigue. If you paid Netflix's original $7.99 in 2011 and simply matched its price hikes across your entire streaming bundle, you would have burned through more than $10,000 by now, just for the privilege of watching shows you will never own. Software tells the same story. Adobe's $50 Creative Cloud bundle looks harmless at $52.99 a month, until you realize that over a decade, you will have paid $6,358 for apps that once cost $700 to own outright. Microsoft 365 asks for another $100 a year for life. Your password manager wants $59.99. Your cloud drive siphons $9.99 each month. All told, the typical remote worker hands back $2,400 a year, effectively surrendering a full month of median salary. The physical world is catching up. BMW now charges $25 a month for heated seats, hardware you have already bought. John Deere sells tractors that will not start if you miss a software payment. Peloton bricks your $2,500 bike unless you pony up another $44 every 30 days. Printer makers may be the worst. HP's dynamic security firmware blocks third-party cartridges without warning, flashes cartridge-protected messages, and forces owners into instant ink plans where a tiny monthly fee balloons once the free trial ends. In March 2024, HP pushed an update in the United Kingdom that disabled printers using refilled cartridges until users either subscribed or bought official replacements at twice the cost. Consumer group Which called it a hostage situation in plastic. Across the Atlantic, HP Plus requires an always-on internet connection so the company can stop a print job if you cancel your subscription, ensuring you lease color forever. Let that sink in. You are not buying products, you are buying permissions. 54% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and the pattern repeats in Britain, where Citizens Advice reports that half of renters have less than 1 week's wages in savings. Yet we funnel rivers of cash into small, forgettable drains. $4.99 here, $12.99 there, 99-cent pro tier, fees that slip under the radar until an overdraft alert pings. CNET's 2024 subscription creep survey shows 2/3 of consumers underestimate their recurring costs by at least 50%. That gap between what we think we pay and what we actually pay adds up to $301 extra per household each year, or $36 billion nationally, enough to provide universal school lunches for a decade. Corporate winners keep tallying the score. The top 7 subscription giants: Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Microsoft, Adobe, Spotify, and Disney collectively added $400 billion in market capitalization in 2024 alone, even as households trimmed grocery budgets. Chief executives tout predictable revenue streams to Wall Street. The rest of us call them predictable drains on family safety nets. An entire generation has been conditioned to accept life as a permanent bill, yet we are told this is merely the price of progress. France mandates one-click cancellation. Germany funds public media with a fixed radio license fee of 18 euros per month instead of $80 commercial bundles. The United Kingdom passed the subscription traps bill, compelling merchants to send reminder emails before free trials convert to paid plans, though lobbyists fought hard to water it down. Clearly the money exists and the solutions exist. Only the courage to pull the plug is missing. We are building something real here. A growing platform that exposes subscription creep and helps people reclaim ownership. A new challenge is on the way, and you will not want to miss it. Subscribe? Yes, there is irony. To become an auto bill buster and join the unsubscribe movement. This is only the beginning. A quick historical detour shows how we arrived here. Subscriptions are not new. In 1892, the Columbia Phonograph Company lured customers with a records by mail club that quietly renewed. In the 1990s, America Online blanketed letterboxes with floppy disks, hooking 27 million dial-up users at $23.90 a month, income that flowed long after broadband arrived because people forgot to cancel. The 2010s supercharged the model. Netflix pivoted from disks to streaming. Apple News Plus promised all magazines in one place, and Amazon Prime rewired dopamine circuits with one-click shipping. Today, every product team's North Star is monthly recurring revenue. Spotify pushes audiobook hours. Uber tests ride passes. Taco Bell sells a taco-a-day plan. Car makers experiment with feature-as-a-service menus. The subscription market reached $650 billion in 2024 and could top $1.5 trillion by 2029, more than Spain's entire economy. Imagine charging yourself $10 every time you enter your own kitchen. Samsung floated that very idea at the Consumer Electronics Show with a connected refrigerator that meters recipe suggestions and fridge cam views. Opportunity cost is staggering. The $1.2 trillion United States households spend on recurring services each year could build 6 million affordable homes at $200,000 apiece, wiping out the national housing shortage. Redirecting just half the average subscription spend into a broad market index fund from age 25 to 65 could grow to $590,000, turning cancel culture into a literal pension plan. 1 year of national subscription outlays could make community college free for every American student for 20 years. Instead, the cash vanishes into a mist of microcharges. Psychology is the engine. One-tap signups followed by multi-step cancellations exploit status quo bias. $7.99 sounds harmless until it multiplies across 20 apps, with $1 hikes this quarter and $2 bumps the next. Bundling hides true costs. Prime Video nested inside Prime. Scarcity tactics like limited series drops and beta-only AI features keep cards on file. Autopay amnesia numbs the pain. We notice cash bills but ignore digital drips. Everything as a service carries darker edges. Tesla locks heated seat functions behind a $300 yearly fee, and Mercedes flirted with a $1,200 annual acceleration boost that trims 0.8 seconds off the sprint to 60. Canary cameras lose person detection when subscriptions lapse. Philips Hue lights dim remote functionality unless the cloud link stays paid. Continuous glucose monitors gate real-time health data behind monthly analytics fees, while college textbooks mutate into 6-month inclusive access codes that expire, forcing repurchase. Extraction is global. In Africa, pay-go solar firms rent panels by the day at interest rates north of 40%. In India, smartphone installment plans fold Netflix bundles into microloans with punitive late fees, creating digital sharecroppers. In South America, app-based grocery clubs compel São Paulo shoppers to join loyalty tiers just to avoid surge pricing on rice and beans. Political power follows the money. Apple spent $9 million lobbying against right to repair in 2024. Comcast wrote state laws that prohibit municipal broadband competition, threatening its $14.95 introductory plans. Amazon waives the loyalty of 180 million Prime members during antitrust hearings, warning that 2-day shipping could vanish. When revenue is automatic, lobbying budgets become bottomless. Psychology sharpens the blade further. Subscription architects enlist loss aversion, fear of missing out loops, and set-and-forget defaults to pry open your wallet. Free trial clocks tick in glowing red banners, cancel buttons hide behind CAPTCHA gauntlets, and renewal emails arrive at 2 a.m. when willpower sleeps. Designers A/B test the shade of upgrade until it triggers a 10% dopamine spike, then triple-stack upsell screens so quitting feels like abandoning progress. The trick is not to make you love the product. It is to make canceling feel like losing a perk you already earned. Meanwhile, the absurdity index keeps climbing. A smart toothbrush handle nags you for a $6 brush head refill plan. A connected kettle locks full temperature boils unless its cloud link stays paid. Even the family litter box now hawks $29 deodorizer packs that arrive every fortnight, locked behind an odor trap app. If it plugs in, blinks, or beeps, someone is already plotting to bill you for it. So what can you do? First, run a 30-minute audit of bank and card statements from the past 90 days and highlight every recurring line. Second, rank each charge by joy to cost. If that meditation app no longer sparks Zen, cancel it. Third, adopt rolling subscriptions by rotating one video service per month. Binge, cancel, switch. Fourth, favor ownership by buying digital files without digital rights management and choosing perpetual software licenses when possible. Fifth, campaign locally for European-style rules that mandate click-to-cancel parity and annual renewal reminders. An unsubscribe economy is possible. Imagine public digital libraries where $14.99 ebook rentals are replaced by community licensing, or cooperative streaming platforms where subscription fees pay dividends to users, or right-to-firmware laws that keep hardware functions unlocked forever. Nordic nations already operate national audiobook pools. Spain caps utility subscription penalties. Australia forces gyms to allow instant cancellations. The subscription swamp is not your fault. If you are juggling logins and late fees, the problem is not discipline. The system is engineered to extract. Subscriptions are not inherently evil, but when corporations chase rent-seeking while millions cannot cover emergencies, that is the real injustice. France proves that one-click cancel works. Germany enforces 3-month price freeze notices. The United States and the United Kingdom lag because lobbying dollars and data store gatekeepers defend an endless ATM. We speak up because knowledge is leverage. The more you understand subscription creep, the better you can fight it. Share this message, comment, and tell the world which service you will cancel first. Let us build a conversation that algorithms cannot bury and auto-billing cannot silence. If you want more deep dives on ownership, extraction, and how to build a debt-free digital future, subscribe. Yes, one last irony, and ring the bell. This platform is not just media. It is movement, and you are part of it now. Let us keep going together.